Carl, obviously a frustrating result for you to take this afternoon at Barnet. What's your immediate reflection on the actual game itself from your point of view?
First half, wasn't happy with the first half. I went in at half time. I've just been in Dean's office there. He says he could hear me quite clearly from his dressing room, which tells you the noise levels. Frustrated. The goals were, I think it was the second goal in particular. We turn our back on the edge of the box. It's unacceptable. You can't do that. You know, I need players and I want players who will be prepared to take the ball in the face. Like if someone has a shot, not turn your back. That's unacceptable. So it was disappointing. I felt like the game wasn't the most fluid game in the first half. We certainly, with the players that we had on the pitch, I expected to get more control. We didn't get that, and I felt like there was just a lack of belief in terms of, you know, trying to be braver with the ball in the build-up phase, and demanded more in the second half. I think I got a little bit more in the second half. The lads who come off the bench, I think, made a good impact. So that was positive. I thought young Braden, you know, 18 years old, you know, asked him to be braver. He dropped in the build-up phase and showed some really tidy moments. Positioning out of possession just needs to be more savvy, but really encouraging from him. So yeah, there was an improvement in the second half, and the goal we scored is sort of textbook Gateshead, and that's what we need to see more of going forward. Between now and the end of the season, we need to see more of that. More bravery to step through, to play into forward areas, to get our timing of our movements, to get shots off on goal. First half was too hesitant, it lacked belief, and then it was only until sort of midway through the second half where they appeared to, you know, come out their shell somewhat, and we produced a moment of real quality, and then we were kind of in the ascendancy without really being in control. We could have maybe, you know, pushed on and got another, but we commit men forward and then get caught on the break the other way. But yeah, defensively we need to be uglier. You know, I'm sick of saying, you know, we have to score great goals in order to score goals. Opposition are just scoring goals too easy against us, and that comes down to individuals being stronger and more competitive in moments.
Yeah, and I know you mentioned Braden there. Of course, one of the new arrivals. Obviously, Ethan started the game. Tim Magnay was in the squad as well, and as well as new arrivals, you had a few lads who have come back into the squad. I mean, the whole back three's changed with obviously Bart coming back from his suspension, then Kenton and Tinks both coming back from injury. So, positive signs on that front that you've had some more to choose from and some more quality to bring back into the side on that front.
Yeah, listen, changes had to be made. You know, we'd lost 500 pounds before this, so we had to do something extreme in terms of team selection. I still expected more from the players that came out onto the pitch. However, considering the amount of time that some of them have been out, you know, you can sort of understand that. But there was moments in that game that sort of give us a glimpse of what we can be between now and the end of the season. But it has to come quick. We need wins. Everybody knows that, and we need them fast. We're in a real disappointing moment, it's obvious, but hopefully we can capitalise on some of those good moments and then bring that into our game more consistently going forward.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned there not being a huge amount of time really left in the actual season itself on that front. Obviously, like I say, the players coming back in helps with a bit of quality back into the squad on that front, but how are you yourself looking ahead to try and to, as you say, get out of that difficult moment in the time that you do have left at this point?
Well, the personnel will definitely help. Like I said, I thought in moments today we looked a little bit more like ourselves. I still felt we had the opportunity to have more control on the game, which we turned down. But it's about a week's preparation and really nailing down and just prioritising, you know, the players that we're going to use and what we want. We're going to have to be ruthless. Decision-making process is going to have to be ruthless, because it's got to a point now where we're obviously desperate for 3 points in order to get into the playoffs. So it has to be, you know, sessions that even if it bores them, you know, but it's going repetitive actions, going through the shape, out of possession, in possession, defending our box, being braver, being more aggressive. You know, and these boys coming in from long layoffs have to get up to speed very quickly.